Most southeast towns have a distinguishing feature, whether it's a Russian cathedral, a governor's mansion, a totem pole, or some other item. One of our neighboring towns to the north has a distinguishing feature also, a riverboat. Welcome to Rain Country, and welcome to Whitehorse, Yukon Territory. I'm Scott Foster, and this story actually ends right here, because a few hours ago, more than 500 people started this story 108 miles away in Skagway.
I feel a little calmer than I have in the past because I get to lead off. When you have to wait for the 10th or 9th leg, you get real antsy.
Jeff Hill wasn't the only runner feeling antsy. In varying degrees, it's a feeling shared by the more than 500 runners from Alaska, Canada, and several western states who gather in Skagway each September for the start of the Klondike Trail of 98 Road Relay. Many southeast teams use the ferry to get to Skagway and use the time on board to hold final team meetings.
Cynthia, you're going to be driving with our vehicles. You're not going to be with Buckley then. Is that correct?
After team meetings, there's time to relax. One team spent part of their pre-race time playing board games. It's this team aspect that's one of the major attractions of this race.
It's a chance to combine what's usually an individual solitary sport with sort of a team feeling. It's nice. I enjoy it.
It's just being with a lot of other people that have a common interest, share a common interest with me, liking to run.
Well, this is a rather unique event in the North Country, and I run it 3 years in a row, and we keep getting new people on to try it, and it's just a real excellent event.
This excellent event does make some demands on runners. Lack of sleep is one of them, so many runners try to get rest on the ferry. This race begins in the evening, continues throughout the night, and ends the following day around noon.
You're lying down on the ferry here. I assume you don't normally take naps at 1 in the afternoon. How come today?
Because I'm going to be running 2:30 in the morning tomorrow.
Are you going to get any sleep tonight?
I'm going to try, but I don't think so. Every year I try to get some sleep before I run, but I'm usually too hyped up. I can't do it.
The idea for this relay over the highway connecting Skagway and Whitehorse originated in the Yukon capital city.
Well, it started about 5 years ago. People of the Tourism Industry Association of the Yukon, formerly the Yukon Visitors Association, were looking for ways of extending the tourist season in the Yukon and in Whitehorse. And it was just a brainwave. They decided that they'd try a road relay and see if it would go.
And go it did. In recent years, 50 to 60 teams of 10 members apiece have entered. That's a lot of people and requires a lot of organization. And part of that begins just after runners arrive in Skagway, where organizers provide a pre-race spaghetti feed. It's the last full meal most will get until the banquet and dance held in Whitehorse after the race is finished. Team captains also meet with race officials to get final instructions before the start.
And that's the changes this year that we've instituted on last year is we've staggered the start times, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 1 a.m., depending on the speed with which you think you're going to complete the race. And we hope that that is going to work out in lessening the congestion on the hill at the start of the race, and it'll allow the race to spread out more before the faster teams start encountering the slower teams and having to pass.
Yeah, Roger, Bill. Done checkpoint number 1, and first runner's coming in sight. Team from Juneau, team number 29. They're in sight now.
There are 9 similar exchange points spread throughout the 109-mile race. They become concentrated clusters of people. Race officials keep track of times, teams gather to cheer, and the next runners stretch and get ready for their leg of the race. Fires help keep the September chill off during the night part of the race. For the next team member waiting to run, this is the moment of tension and excitement. For the runner just completing the leg, it's a different feeling.
This is how someone feels when they feel really bad. Gosh, let's see. Well, I beat my time by 3 minutes.
How do you feel?
Terrible. Lightheaded and really high.
Yeah.
There are 10 different stages or legs in the relay. The shortest is 5.6 miles, but it's all uphill. The longest is 16 miles and is mostly level. Most of the legs are between 9 and 13 miles. The fastest runners complete a mile in about 5.5 minutes. Most of the rest are 2 or 3 minutes a mile slower. While a handful of elite runners make every effort to win one of the 4 different divisions, Most teams have a different reason for entering this relay.
We've got a motorhome that comes over the highway, drivers. We had a masseur this year that gave us rub downs before and after the event. We had champagne, and we really, well, I'll tell you the truth, we don't like the run so much, but we love the dance, and we have to run first, so we really come for the dance.
If you read running magazines and keep up on running news, you know that relay races are very popular because it's an opportunity for people to get together and run together. And not everyone's competing against each other because you're not competing against the people on your team, you're working with them.
But regardless of the race's team approach, when the run is on, there's only one individual on a team at a time doing all the work, especially on these long hills.
You can almost imagine that you really, tricked yourself that it was flat because it was just nice and long and gradual. But it was tough. I'm not a hot runner, so it was hard for me.
I'll probably run an easy pace and maybe pick it up at the end.
Okay, she's coming.
Here they come.
Okay.
It was great to see him there, but I didn't have quite the burst I thought I would have.
As soon as you cross that finish line, you just...
Oh, it was great. It just was so great.
All right, good job.
Oh, heaven. I'm in heaven.
Good.
Oh.
About the time one team member is experiencing the heavenly feeling of completing their leg, the teammate who took over is staring down a long highway yet to be run. This process of team member handing off to the next continues until there is only the 10th runner from the team on the road into Whitehorse.
1987 winner is just about ready to come through, Jim Shine.
Jim Shine's team, the Taku Striders, missed the course record by 5 minutes, but come in with a total team time of 10 hours, 31 minutes, and 42 seconds. The next fastest team was a full hour behind them, and most teams are 4 or more hours slower. But no one seems to mind because most teams enter the race not to win, but just for the experience and to have a good time. And the good time frequently begins at the hot springs outside of Whitehorse after each team finishes. The post-race banquet brings all the runners and support crews together in one place for the first time and provides a chance for participants to reflect on the just completed Trail of 98 road relay.
It's just fun to see if you can stay up all night and still run a good time and have fun and dance the next night. That's the real challenge. You really see who the real endurance athletes are at the dance.